Hey YouTube, good morning, happy Monday. So we're down here in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. The sun just finally started to come out after days and days of rain. So the first thing we're gonna do after we get loaded today is we're absolutely going to get a truck wash. But what else is new, right? But here's what we got. So here's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna deliver this propane tank. These people, it's like 7:42. The folks are going to come in around 8 o'clock, they said. So I'm hoping that I can get this off relatively early. I already took all the chains off. I had 4 chains on it, on each corner. And then I had 4 straps. So I was way over secured, no big deal. It was a pretty good load. Obviously, we have our ramps that I need to put on the trailer. So we got a lot to do. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to deliver this, and then you and I are going to go on a road trip to Newport News. I've only been to the port of Newport at the marine terminal one time, and I forget what I delivered there, but we're going to go on a road trip. I'm going to put you up on the dash like I did in the ride-along video to Montana. So we're going to go to the port. We're going to get 2 mini excavators. And then they are delivering, oh man, look at that sun. Wow, it is blinding the daylights out of me. All right, that's better. So we're going to go to the port. We're going to get 2 mini excavators, and then we're going to run up to Pennsylvania. So I should be able to get through the house, which is going to be great. I'd love to see my wife. And I think she'd love to see me, but, we'll see. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get unloaded here. We're going to go out of the port. I'm going to take you with me, and then we're going to go up to Pennsylvania. We have a stop in Shippensburg and a stop in Carlisle, and we're going to do that 3 times this week. And then we got the holiday coming up, and I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for some barbecue, some brisket, some smoked chicken wings, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be great, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. So let's get going. All right, guys, we are unloaded with the big propane tank. They unloaded me with a forklift. It was super easy. It was 1 pick, obviously. The forklift they had was enormous. But let's get out of here and go to the port. So when I came down here, they originally told me, the broker that I got this load from, well, the propane tank, they told me that they weren't going to be able to unload me here in Rocky Mount until that was rough, until noon. The window was noon until 11 to noon was the window. So the good old boy who unloaded me, he literally said, man, if I would have known that you would have been here before 7, I would have got here at 7. And then another guy came in behind me. So, oh man. So that just goes to show you, you can't listen to these brokers sometimes. You just gotta turn left. You just gotta get here early. You gotta start your day. And when I Google Earthed it, I saw a bunch of tanks, and I kind of thought to myself, there's too many tanks here for them to do this by crane, and it looked like some sort of refurbishing plant. So I was like, yeah, there's no way. I'm like, they have a way to unload this. This isn't some job site that is, only gets these, whatever. I'm like, this place, they're all in their yard. They have them everywhere. They have a way to move them if they're working on them, etc. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get there early. Plus, I was up early anyway, so I'm not going to sit at the truck stop. I'd rather sit over at the the delivery, and at least they know I'm there, which is more incentive for them to unload me. You definitely ain't going to get unloaded if you're sitting down at the truck stop. And granted, I was parked pretty close. I only had like 39 miles to, 41 miles to go this morning, so it wasn't bad. So yeah, now we're going to go over here to the port, which is going to be obviously a new experience, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to paying that escort fee because I don't have my TWIC card yet, but that's all right. That's all right. We're on the move, and that's what matters. We are on the move. Way early, too. Because I don't think my appointment at the port isn't until like 1 with the escort, because I had to call and set up an escort service, which is fine. The load pays enough that I can eat it for this week, and hopefully I get my TWIC in a timely manner and I don't have to deal with this crap in the future. But that's all right. But let's get going. We're out here on US 64, and we're going to take this out to 258, and then we're going to take that right into good old Newport News. Says we'll be there around 11. So I may have 2 hours to kill over there, but that's all right. And then when we leave there, we'll run down to, we'll run up and over to Ruther Glen. We're going to get fuel at the Flying J, and then we're going to get a truck wash. Yep. And then we'll go home. God willing, anyways. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'll wake up in the morning and go get unloaded, run up to Carlisle, drop the machine off, and then run back to the port and do it all over again. Wow, look at that John Deere dealership out in the middle of nowhere. That's awesome. And they got some nice sprayers over there. It's funny, when you call brokers or agents and you ask them for freight, they don't have it. And then when you go out and you find freight, and you go out and do your thing and you find your own loads, then they call you for freight. Oh man, that's the world we live in. It's the jungle out here. Check's in the mail, driver. 15 miles from Newport News. Pretty quick there. Oh wow, the one lane is red. If you look up there,
Yeah, Peter.
So you can clearly see, you know, this is a real problem. You know, I'm leaving space. You guys can see that, you know, the road, clearly the signs say do not travel in that lane. However, they're still over there. I mean, you know, there's literally a sign. Show me a sign. Well, there it is. There's your sign. saw that Sylvester Stallone, and I want to think, was it Sandra Bullock? No, not Demolition Man, Daylight. Come on, it was in the 90s, Sylvester Stallone and that lady, I forget her name. Maybe it was Sandra Bullock, I don't know. But they got trapped in the tunnel, and he does all of his, you know, sly stuff to get them out. Every time I come in a tunnel like this, that's what I think of. I think of that movie. I know it was Daylight, but I forget his co-star in that one. We are 2.7 miles from the port, and I cannot wait to get there and get loaded and to see what this load is. Yep. Trapped in the tunnel, so that's a win. Should have taken terminal after. Nope. Use 26th Street. We are going to the Marine Terminal. Alright. Alright. Good deal. Good deal. There's a bunch of equipment over there. Oh yeah, that definitely looks like where we need to be. Oh yeah, lots of equipment over there. Lots of equipment. I don't know if you guys saw that. All right. Hey guys, we're back. All right, so I'm gonna turn you around. We're down here at the port of Newport News. So I'm gonna flip you around. So the first thing I want you to notice, any of you new guys out there that are new to the world of owner-opping, well, let my misfortunes maybe teach you guys a lesson. But anyways, we'll get back to that. But here we're at the yard. Super cool. We're waiting on them. But you'll notice that there's a ramp. So we're getting too many excavators, so we got all of our chains out. Our chains are on the other side. But you notice our ramps are up there. So when I talked to the broker literally told me that I had to have my own ramps, that they had no ramps at the port, and that I had to load the machines myself. None of that's true. That's fake news. That's fake news. So they're gonna load me once they get them out of wherever they're going, and they're gonna put them on here, and they're gonna use that ramp. So I just spent all that money on a set of ramps that I'm not even going to use because they're literally going to a dealer. And I talked to a couple other drivers, and where we're going, they're like, yeah, man, there's ramps at both spots. So I don't know what that says. Like, I don't know if that says, man, the brokers are just want you to have ramps so that they can ensure that they have loads, or that they are, you know, can haul loads. I'm not really sure. I don't think that's the case for this instance for me. But man, I wish I would have known, because, you know, I wouldn't have went and spent all that money on a set of ramps that I got to install on the trailer. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's one of them trucking lessons, man, you know. Oh goodness, because I asked so many times, and they even called the person who had the loads for the contract, and the person who has the contract through the large carrier, you know, who actually gets the load straight off the ship. They're like, yep, you gotta have ramps, Port don't have ramps. So then they told my agent that, and then my agent told me that. However, that's fake news. So here we are. But yeah, I'll turn you back on when they bring them out. And yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick tour, but man, there's a lot of equipment here. It's a cool place. So we'll get you going once we get the load on, or when they bring them out. All right, YouTube. Back in here. So we made it around, we made it out of the port, and that was quite chaotic down there. There was a lot of traffic. I definitely didn't have as much time just to sit back and take a good video for you guys. I wish I had more time. But yeah, as you guys may have seen, the port was pretty crazy. A lot of people were trying to get in there before 3 o'clock when they closed. But we got around Richmond and we got out here on 17. So we're about, I'd say from here, about 10 miles from 66. So yeah, we're gonna cut back in once we get over on 66, and we're gonna cruise on over at 81. Alright guys, so we made it out here on 17. We weren't able to set the camera up when we left the port due to the chaotic nature of the port atmosphere. I'm sure most of you are aware that the bridge there in Baltimore collapsed, so things are pretty hectic down there in the 3 ports around Newport News. So it was pretty chaotic, and I didn't get the footage that I wanted to get, but I am thankful that I was able to take a few minutes of footage before they loaded me. I really wanted to be able to get some actual footage of them loading, but it just didn't work because you can't record there at the you can't record there at the base, or I mean not at the base. I'm spending too much time on military posts. You can't record at the port. The lady told me that if I record it, it's a $5,000 fine, and they confiscate your equipment and you never get it back. So on that note, I didn't do anything. But I do want to give a shout out to, there's a TMC guy. Well, I'll circle back to that. Don't let me finish this video without giving a special thanks to a TMC driver. So I'm gonna have to circle back. I'm gonna Jen Psaki that. I'm gonna circle back to that. But yeah, so we're out here. We wanted to get out of Newport. The traffic was really hectic, and the way traffic was flowing and the time of day, I didn't have the ability to stop and set up the camera. Even to put it on my hat, it wasn't safe. It wasn't something that I felt I could do, and I just wanted to get around Richmond and get out here to 17, because if any of you guys have, and a lot of you guys have, if you've ever traveled 95, you know that 95 gets chaotic quick. Well, it's literally chaotic the whole way from South Florida all the way up to Maine. It's just nuts. But yeah, I wanted to get over here on 17, and then I got around, what is that, Fredericksburg. So I feel a lot better, and now we're just cruising. I'm debating whether to stop at the house tonight. I'm not really sure. Want to stop, but I'd have to get up super early, so that means waking up my bride super early. So I don't know. I'm debating. It's one of those things, you know. And I know I have to be in Shippensburg early tomorrow, so I may just go get parked up. But maybe I'll send her a text and see what she says. But I will say, if you guys look at the surroundings out here in Virginia, I mean, it is just beautiful. Stuff's really starting to get green. Well, I mean, we're almost to June, but the grass looked good. People's farms are looking good. This is horse country out here, or equestrian country. Things are looking good. The grass looks nice and good. The fields look good. Yeah, Virginia's good. Virginia is pretty country. Yep, Virginia is pretty country. I love the IPAs that are down here, like the craft breweries that are everywhere down here, and the vineyards. Oh man, you can't beat some of the fine liquor and beer that you can get down here. Yep, Virginia is a great place. And if you can see that mess in my passenger seat, don't mind that. Yeah. I was just trying to get out of the port so bad. A little horsey over there. I had to pay for an escort because I don't have my TWIC card yet. It hasn't arrived yet. So I had to pay an escort, and I sat there for forever. So I was definitely trying to get out of there with a quickness. So my passenger seat's definitely got some crap in it that I need to take care of when I stop tonight. But I'm going to cruise on along, and yeah, we'll pick you guys back up maybe when we get a little closer to 81. But I just want to show you a little bit of the country out here. I mean, it's beautiful out here, and I figured you'd appreciate some of the views. So we'll catch you back in a bit. Well, we made it out here to 66. We had a little bit of traffic when we got off of 17 on to 66 for some road work. But it appears the traffic is flowing not too terribly all the way up to 81 and up towards PA, so I think we're going to do just fine. It's not a bad little run. Definitely pretty cool hauling these Tracos. It's definitely a new experience for me. I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to haul these loads, and even if I just get to do it this week. I heard they're going to reopen the Baltimore port, so these loads are going to start coming out of Baltimore, and they're definitely not going to pay nearly as well. So that's a shame. But I'm thankful for the opportunity to get to haul them today. And I should have at least one, maybe two more this week. So that's pretty good stuff as well. I think I said in one of my other videos, you know, trucking is all about networking and doing good work. So I talked to an agent earlier today, and you know, even in this economy, there's a lot of, I don't know, sad stuff that's occurring. Prime example, she calls me up, and you know, it's the same lady who offered me these loads, and she was telling me that a driver turned her down Friday. He accepted the load Friday, and for one reason or the other he didn't make it, and he's like, yeah, I'll pick it up Monday. And this was the same load going to the same place that I'm going to. They have a lot of these loads, but not a lot of people have the equipment, I guess, to haul them, which kind of shocks me, but that's neither here nor there. But she calls me, and you know, we're talking, and she's like, yeah, he was supposed to pick it up Friday, and he called and said, no, I'll pick it up Monday. So she called her client, and they did some communicating, and they were like, sure, all right, if he picks it up Monday, no big deal. Well, then today, and this is all hearsay, by the way. I mean, this is not, you know, me gossiping or verifiable facts, anything like that. I'm just, wow, did you guys see that? Wow. And that right there is why they call them donor cycles. I had a bike back in college. That's crazy. She comes right over on top of me just to let them motorcycles by. I mean, it's just, man, the roadways after COVID. Wow. Anyways, so he calls her up today, 7 o'clock this morning. Hey, I'm not going to pick up your load. I'll get it tomorrow. Okay, well, why? You know, no real excuse that was conveyed to me. I'll pick it up tomorrow. So then she calls her client, and she says, hey, this guy says he'll pick it up tomorrow. Do you want to take the load back? Do you want me to find another driver? She's like, no, well, you know, if the guy says he'll come and get it, you know, just go ahead. Well, now granted, tomorrow we'll find out, and I'll find out, because if he bails on it, I'm going to go pick the load up Friday. If he bails, and if they can hold it till Friday, I will go haul it myself. So the point of the story is this is why I think this is has a small contribution effect to why rates are in the trash. Because these agents and these brokers and the people who give the rates or give the freight to the brokers. So prime example, you know, like Caterpillar, right? I'm not hauling cats, but Caterpillar, everybody knows that Caterpillar has a direct contract with King. So all cat loads go through King. You don't haul cat without going through King. It's just how it is. At least new cats, right? Dealer to dealer, off the ship, whatever. Port to port, it doesn't matter. They're all King loads. So I can only imagine that when this agent goes back to the, you know, and it's not a King, but I'm just using them for example, goes back to the agent of King. Hey, my driver, you know, he's bailing. Well, these people are the ones that go to their client and are arguing for our livelihood to get us money. Well, what incentive do they have to fight for us when we're not out here doing a good job for them? I mean, you know, it's kind of like if you were a manager, right, at, you know, whatever, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, it doesn't matter. Pick a store, any place. Would you go to bat for an employee that is lazy, doesn't show up to work, doesn't complete the task at hand? Would you give them a raise? Would you have any incentive to want to go to bat for them? No. So I think that's part of the predicament that we've got ourselves in, because the industry standard is so diluted with lackluster performance, is the best way for me to put it. And I'm not talking bad about other drivers. Don't think that's what this is. I just wish that, you know, if you say you're going to do a load, you know, do it, you know, because that reflects bad on all of us. At least that's my take, you know, kind of like a man, you know, if you're going to call yourself a man, act like a man. But, you know, that's one of those things that have been lost in our society here today. But that's my soapbox for today. But, you know, it's okay if the guy bails, you know, I'll run it for him. I'll be happy to do it. It's kind of like that Cat Williams skit. Did you guys see that? Where Cat Williams sat down with Shannon Sharp, and he says something like, they know I'm coming, I'll be there, and I'm going to do the best job I can. Something to that effect. If you guys seen the Cat Williams Shannon Sharp skit, it's out there. There's things on like shorts on YouTube. You guys can easily find it to reference. I don't do Cat Williams justice. That dude is a legend in the comedic world. I mean, he cracks me up. You know, I mean, Cat Williams is the man. I wish I could meet that guy. I'd like to have a couple drinks with that fella. That's for sure. But yeah, so you know, that's my take on it. Like, if I tell, you know, and how many times, and I'm sure it has happened to you guys out there, how many times have you guys booked a load and you're like, yep, it pays good, you know, it's not, you know, some stellar, super duper, you know, $10 mile load, but it's a good load. And then as soon as you book it, next day or a couple hours later, before you go to bed, you find an even better paying load. I know you all want to cancel that other load and book that higher paying load. Oh yeah, I want to do it. You probably want to do it. I don't do it though, because all you're going to do is burn a bridge. You might make that money that time, but you know, karma is going to come back around to bite you. You know, and the way my luck is, anyways, is I'd back out of that, you know, load number 1, go get load number 2, and then I'd be back in load number 1 area needing a load, and the only load that I'd be able to get would be the one from that person who I bailed on, and now they don't want to do business with me. So, you know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So that's something to think about. When people ask for advice, you know, I ran into some guys over the weekend when I was parked down in Kinley. They were like, man, can I have some advice? How to be an owner-operator? Well, I mean, I'll give any advice for what it's worth, and it's an opinion at the end of the day. But that's the nugget of the day. If you book a load, run it. If you have a breakdown, that's different. But if you just bail on them to bail on them, you know, that's going to come back around to bite you. But I'm going to cruise on over here to 81. We're going to keep on going, and then I'll catch you guys when we get closer to the delivery. But I'm really glad if you guys are still enjoying the video. It's awesome. I appreciate you guys watching. It's you know, a lot of fun for me to make these videos and to bring you guys along for the ride, and you know, hopefully you get something out of them. If nothing else, a little bit of entertainment. But I appreciate you guys, and let's keep on going. Well, it's about 7:45 Eastern on Monday, and we are about to our first stop. So I didn't go home. I figured the best thing for me to do would just be the most strategic thing to do would be to come up here and try to position myself to be able to get back down to the port tomorrow. So we're getting ready to make first delivery here at about 2 miles. We're going to get off here on Fayette Street, and I figured I'd take you guys with me for the journey. Oh wow, there's a truck stop right here. Oh yeah, super cool. Alright, well, I had no idea that this, I've driven through here, I can't even tell you how many times, but I've never stopped right here. And honestly, I don't even know if I can park where I'm going. I'm just gonna show up and try. Yep, I'm just gonna show up and see if they allow me to park there. Please forgive me for running that yellow. Oh. Let me grab a gear there. Goodness. Wow, look at this little hidey hole. Oh, it's paid parking now. Oh. Well, why wouldn't you just go over there to the lion's den and pay and park for free? That would make more sense. Well, my GoPro's getting ready to die, so I just wanted to take a quick video and show you guys. We're at our first stop. Look at all this equipment. This is super cool. Wasn't a bad ride. So this is stop number 1. We'll try to get unloaded at 7:30 in the morning. Look at all this equipment. The link belt is going up the road about 25 miles. And and the Honda is coming off here. So you'll see we just secured to the track pad, brought the chain down and around, and did the same over there, and we just bungeed the slack. But I can't take credit for this. This is the first time I've hauled these. I've hauled quite a few tractors, but this is the first time that I've hauled tracked equipment. So I'd like to just take a second to thank DJ, I do believe that's his name. He's got a TikTok. He's a TMC specialized guy. I ran to him down at Newport, and he helped me. He taught me, he gave me a quick tutorial on exactly how he would secure it. So I really appreciate that. Go to his TikTok and subscribe to his channel. I do believe it's DJ Trucking. I do believe that's what he said. And I can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I put in my phone. Super cool guy, TMC guy. So I told him I was a former TMC guy, as you guys know. And yeah, he helped me out. So I wasn't sure exactly how to do it. And I went to him and I was like, hey man, can I have 3 to 5 minutes of your time to help me do this before I mess up and have one of these sitting on the side of 95? And he said, yeah man, no problem. So he helped me out, so I appreciate it. But man, will you guys check out that moon in behind the link belt? Wow, that's cool. That is cool. Right above the muffler. How cool. But I just wanted to show you guys the load. We're going to take the link belt up the road. We're going to let the Honda get off there in the morning. And yeah. And then since I'm going to have some time to kill tomorrow, we are absolutely going to go get a truck wash tomorrow. But I tried to make it up here because I really wanted to be able to get home. Or I wanted to be able to get home, and I wanted to be able to run 3 more loads this week. But I'm only going to be able to run 2 more. So what are you going to do? At least I can say I gave it the college try. Man, look at all this equipment. How cool. But I'm going to go get my GoPro and stuff on charge. Get my good mics on charge. I appreciate you guys checking it out. And then, yeah, maybe I'll see if I can grab a video of them unloading it in the morning. But for now, I'm going to head off to bed. You guys have a good night. I'll catch you in the morning. Hey guys, good morning. Well, we backed into the dock over here, and we are getting ready to get this first machine off the deck. Choo-choo trains over there. How cool. You're gonna be on my YouTube channel.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Made a safety video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got to be the star in that.
Heck yeah, you're gonna be famous.
You're good. Thank you. Yep.
Hey, bud. Hey, can you ask him to hold on 1 second? Let me drop the air in the trailer.
All right. Hey, Bob.
Yep. They were so quick here that I didn't get around to dropping the air. Now, if I can just get in here. See the gauge down there? It's doing its thing. All right, buddy. How cool. There we go. Awesome. All right, well, we're gonna go get them the bill and on to the next one. Let's get out of here. All right, guys, we're up here at the last stop. This guy's driving it off. I want to give a shout out to this fella. His name's Brad. I'm a little early, and he's helping me out because I'm a little early. So I appreciate it. We had a good talk. It's good stuff. Man, he did that like a professional. So we're gonna get out of here. It's 9 o'clock. We're gonna try to get back down to the Port of Virginia to grab the next load. So yeah, that's gonna be it on this video. But hey, I appreciate you guys. It is a beautiful day. Man, it is a beautiful day down here. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you as always. Y'all be safe out there. Get some work done. Toodles.
Gotta find my way to you, even though you're next to